I just wanna be with the things I love, music and alcohol. But the greatest thing of all, you better know that there could never ever be no carnival, no fete, no party without them woman. And there could never ever be no. Yo, so all the girls them whining in the car right now. Tell them there, see them there. Watch the girl down there, see them there. Hey, see them there. See them there. Put your two hands up, yo. Tell them. Fet, we go fet, we go fet, we go fet. And we don't want no arguments. We doing it big, so we doing it wet. From party to party, we living in sweat. That's all we know. That's what we like. Sun up to sundown, unlimited vibe.
Unlimited vibes.
Not going home, cause I'm feeling nice. Yeah, can't stop the flow. Unlimited. Yeah.
Fet, we go 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 fet.
Drink if you're drinking, cause this vibe's unlimited. I think I jump now, fet, we go 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 fet. Wine if you're whining. Hey!
Next show, one time.
For all the carnival I sing no hits. All you was right there. Nobody ain't leave me.
At all.
For all the time I feel to give up and quit. Soon as I touch stage and I see all them hands raised, I give thanks to the Father. My family and close friends guess they love that. Oh, but to my supporters, you guide me, so I strive to do better. You smart and fans, I consider all of my people.
No. When you show big like that, you know what we say.
Ain't nothing like fetting with people. Fetting with people. Whoa, where my people? Hey, KTV, one family. Yo, boom. For all the carnival I sing no hit. All you was right there. Nobody ain't leave me. Yeah. For all the time I feel to give up and quit. Soon as I touch stage and I see all them hands raised, I give thanks to the Father.
What?
My family and close friends guess they love ya. Whoa, but to my supporters, hey, you guide me, drive me, so I strive to do better.
We love it.
You more than fans, I consider all the other people.
Wow.
Big up and blessings to the people, man, who
always
drive the thing.
The
Always drive the thing any matter drive.
The studio is on fire. There's vibes. You're going till after 6. Kees in the building, man. Run to them.
Hey. For all the carnival I sing no hits. All you was right there. Nobody can leave me. Tell them, yo.
Bang, bang,
For
bang.
all the time I feel to give up and quit. Soon as I touch stage and I see all them hands raised, I give thanks to the Father.
Oh,
My family and close friends guess they love. They're singing it so. Whoa. But to my supporters, you guide me, drive me, so I strive to do better. Yo, we're my people. Yo, I consider all your people. Jump up with the people. Wave up with the people. It's all bad with the people. Oh gosh, look for people. Jump up with the people. Wave up with the people. You spread out your hands in this part. I want to fit and carry on.
Daddy, brother boy.
Daddy, we are the poster boy, the
Watch
Red
me.
Man Association with the we and all that.
The poster boy for the Red Man Association.
Only to put a race on me now, man. I no race right now, man. Let me just go.
Nah, there's a Red Man, don't do with that. Don't try and pull yourself out.
All right now.
Kees boy, how things are? You see my brother?
Real good, you know. It's good to be here, but good to be in Trinidad, but good to be home,
Yeah.
man. I was out for quite a while, but I missed the hot
Nice
sun.
to have you here.
Yeah, man.
in
I missed the hot
studio.
sun and then rain falling and then hot again, and I miss it, boy.
It's been a while. All the
been
time.
a while, it's been
all
a
the time
while.
you link with you is always on FaceTime.
Yeah. I was trying to be, you know, yeah.
Guess you have you're fairly recently married and you have a newborn kid
Yes.
as well. How does that impact your family life with the hectic travel?
Well, we had a adapter suit, you know what I mean? Okay. Like for instance, sometimes now she old enough to come. Sometimes, you know. So if I'm
seriously?
outside, you know, I'm really missing. You know, she calling for daddy, plenty. You know, she calling FaceTime and thing already. You know. So yeah, man, we just had to make it work, you know, because this is our lives, you know. And she will grow up understanding it, and we just make them sacrifices, man. But it has become a focus more than anything else now. I feel more focused now having having to think about a family in the way that I have to right now.
Actually, just the other day, a friend of mine was like, hey, we catch on with Savannah with the baby and thing and wifey and thing. I say a lie. And then, Kees is walking around with Savannah normal, drinking a coconut water. I was like,
man. I used to do that all the time. That's a little ritual we do because she loved the Savannah and she loved to see cars and she loved the coconut. So, we sit down there quietly. Nobody, everybody's be jogging, doing their thing, and it's been nice, man. And that's what I love home about, We just, everybody's be doing their own thing, man, and it's be cool.
Yeah, man. Now, but these days, you're outside a lot.
Yeah.
I know the last time we spoke, you told me about the album. And it's not necessarily a carnival album. It's not. It's really just a hybrid of all the music. I mean, for those who know what we used to do when we used to live south and kind of mix all the genres together and make that sound, we did the entire album, man. And then the music is amazing. It don't feel anything other than myself. It just feel like, influences from around the world now. Right.
And, even our soca that we bring out for Carnival, it still has that twist where we kind of put our style on it and our vibe on it. So I feel good about that. The album really brought me closer to who I am, who is Kees,
Right. So
basically,
basically,
like Kees, who is Kees then,
right.
I feel better about that.
So basically, you're trying to fuse the genres.
Everything.
And make it an all-inclusive
Yeah, man. And that will lead to where the world meets. This is the focus, Carnival this year coming up. Where the world meets is the theme of our concert, Tuesday on the Rocks, February 2nd. So, we really want the music to represent that. Our music over the years have brought different types of parts of the world together in one place, People who like rock and dance, people who like soca and reggae and dancehall. Everybody kind of could party in a party with us.
As you're saying that, right?
Yeah.
Where do you draw your musical influence from?
Boy, everywhere, because, music is just really something that if somebody performing or ringing through with their art, you just feel it. You get inspired by, I remember I was in a brunch party in New York somewhere and this fella was playing the tabla, but I never see a man play a tabla like that ever in my life then.
Right.
And me coming from Trinidad and the culture and being around it, even if it's indirectly, I know a good player and not a good player innately. And I check him out and he's a man from Turkey, studying Berkeley. It's just a whole new world out there with new music and people, and it's time for Trinidad now to raise its head and see the world and see what people talking about. They're talking about us, what I mean? It's time.
You see, at the end of the day, as an artist too and as a creative, you have to do you,
Have to
do you. So you got to kind of find yourself. You got to find yourself and see what you're talking about you knowing, where Kees come from, South and thing, and the kind of music that influence you. Yeah. You doing you.
I feel like
right now you're comfortable now.
I feel like I come home. Yeah, man.
Right,
you're
in a comfortable zone.
Yeah.
Because I realize that you're doing things different.
Yeah.
And when I say different, everybody, like a lot of people wait for, like, all right, I get a song. Yeah. People liking it as a hit song and are waiting on promoters or whoever to call me.
Right.
But a part of a workshop.
Yeah.
I see you doing a lot of different shows in New York and that kind of thing.
Definitely. We fill out a few places, a few Live Nation spots, which is very, very cool, man. And like a lot of amazing acts pass through. Like there was a place called Mercury Lounge. Small places, bigger places, but it's spots where people go to listen to people. Sam Smith had performed there, Ed Sheeran had performed, and then Kees Band performed.
Yeah, what's the name of the workshop?
Weirdo Workshop.
Weirdo
Workshop is the music collective that we are signed to, distributed out of Sony Red, and they're basically a group. Claude Kelly, Chuck Harmony formed this group where we just did music free, and Claude Kelly and Chuck Harmony are part of a group called Louis York. There's another artist called Marsha. Different styles of music, and we bring the world beats, soca, that aspect of the equation to that musical collective. So when we play in them shows, we play in soca, we play in all other stuff, we play in soca, and the soca is, people love it. People who never hear it before. This is the crowds we're playing for, and they love what we have, man. And it is amazing to see people discover it for the first time.
Yeah. Hands on real, they don't be happy.
Boy, it's real party, boy.
They don't be happy.
Party.
I know that.
Party.
And you see, that's the thing with you. You have a band. You have members. I mean, you have your brothers a part of the band.
Definite.
Riyadh is kind of like extended. He's like brother.
And I would say that's probably made traveling a lot easier. That I could turn and see my brother, my blood brother.
Yes.
And everybody on the same mission.
This is it. And
everybody on the same mission.
We have been together since kids in the backyard. As there's always say, we were playing in the backyard in Palmies for blades of grass. Imagining that it was people, and one day it became people, and that's an amazing thing to be with your family and your brothers. I had to become a team too. My team has been amazing over the years, and we work together. We respect each other. There's a respect for each other and who brings what to the table.
Right.
So not because I sing and I had to deal with, being on radio and singing the song, and I do my part, but I can't do a next aspect that somebody else doing. So there's a love and respect for each other, and we move as a team. This year is a very good example. I think the rollouts have been amazing. We gonna bust out something today, you know what I mean? This evening here.
No, before we get to that. Before we get to that, we started off playing the Unlimited Vibes.
Yes, man. Lero. Yeah, man.
Lero.
Yeah,
tell us about that track. That was recorded in New York.
In New York, man. Big up to Full Blown, man. Big up Full Blown right through, because they really and truly, it's been great working with them. Madmen Productions as well, too. We were in New York and we had this track, boy, and I really had love Unlimited Vibes, but I just knew I wanted to do it with somebody.
Right.
And Lero being in New York, just the energy of being in New York, and who Lero is. Lero has grown as an artist. Coming out of New York, he make an impact in Trinidad, which is a very tricky thing for foreign soca acts.
Mm-hmm.
He do it, he break all the barriers, and I respect him for that as well. So we talk about it plenty, but this song fall in line. So we went in Attic Studios, which is a very cool studios. I really love it.
Mm-hmm.
And we recorded the song, and it was very easy. Lero's a cool fella. We cool. So it was nice, man. Good vibes, man. And the girl them whining. So hey.
Fet, we go fet.
Drink if you're drinking. Good vibes. You know?
And well, this track, people.
Yeah,
what
man.
I love about people, I love the
opening line.
Yeah.
It's just the
the
opening
lyrical
line.
content, boy.
Yeah.
When in the sense that, it's so honest now.
It's an honest thing.
And he's
honesty behind the
actually
track.
talking to his fans. Hey, I really don't thank all you for sticking around.
But they were saying is the honesty behind the track.
This
At
is
the
it.
end of the day, you see, because a lot of people, they just sing a tune now.
Yeah.
You understand? So kudos to whoever wrote it, if you had a hand in it, and bringing the honesty to the fore now, because a lot of people, a lot of artists don't really.
A song is like a flag. A song is like your flag and what you're saying, and that song says a lot about the entire movement, who we are as Kees the Band. And Kees the Band is not just me, and it is a whole group. And not every time you're going to be on point. We tried plenty things over the years. We try all kind of wildness, and we had fans who stick with us even when we were young and still trying and probably overshoot and undershoot, and they're still there. So when it is that we finding our own and finding our groove, it's now you join the bandwagon. It's like you was there before, man. And I seen people in the crowds growing up and seeing me grow up. So we end up knowing each other, because you in the stage, front of the stage, in the same place for most of my shows. So you at my work, you are my workplace. You know what I mean?
Man.
So it different. And Trinidad is not a very big place, fellas. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you go see the same faces.
Let's be
eventually,
real. We are all family. We're very close. You know what I mean?
Dong, I wanna touch people again, before we go into the new track. Yeah.
It's one of my favorites.
It's one of your favorites. I love that. Yes, Ding.
This track is for people to hug up their people. Whoever your people is, hug them up on the road, love them up. And tell them you love them for real. You never know how long you're going to have them for, right? Good.
You know what I appreciate about this track also? Also the artists who haven't gotten a hit as yet. You could relate to them as well. Especially like the year before you had a monster.
Yeah.
And this year now, you ain't have a monster.
Right. And
you gonna love up that song.
That is happen. And that is happen. And that is a real thing.
You can relate to a lot of artists around.
Plenty. What's that?
Oh no! Can relate to a lot of artists.
A
lot of them.
Hey, I know it was coming on. I just don't know what angle, boy. I never know what angle, boy.
Curse of the Monster. We was talking about that earlier.
I love
Curse of the Monster.
Let me quick on your toes, though.
Earlier this year, we seen fellas, everybody just say they have a monster. What is a monster?
We was talking about that.
What is a monster? Who says this is a monster?
And I keep telling them,
people.
I keep telling Shal, succeeding success is a poison chalice. The hardest thing to do is to repeat that success again.
He tells me all the time.
But we draw some references also.
But once.
No ball.
Let me call them. With people. Hey.
Let me play through that, man. Yes, in studio, people. This one is people. Mad. Mad Drive 961.
For all the cannibal.